So the average Nigerian man, especially the average African man, was never taught financial intelligence. Especially when we were in school, there was nothing like financial intelligence. Most of the courses we did were courses that would just, teach you the basic things of arithmetics. And then if you're doing a professional course, strictly based on what you need to know about what you're studying. Nobody will sit you down and teach you financial intelligence. And most of our people, by the time we come abroad, you discover that people are exposed to resources, people are exposed to money, people are now beginning to make a good amount of money, but they don't know what to do with their money. Many people have thousands of dollars, thousands of pounds just sitting in their bank account. They don't even know what else to do because they were never taught that money is meant to produce more money. Money is not just meant to sit in your bank accounts there and just be looking at you. Money is meant to produce more money. That's why the rich will never have stack cash in their bank accounts. It is either invested into something that will keep bringing in more income or more resources, or they're giving it out so that they get interest. So that's why you as a person must know financial intelligence for yourself, not just for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your business, for everything, because financial intelligence has a way of taking you out of the midst of ordinary people, and financial intelligence has a way of putting you above. Financial intelligence can actually help you see what the future will look like, and you can tap into the future even before it comes, because many people, as it is now, they're just interested in eating today. Many people are not planning for tomorrow. I'm a young man who is in my almost late 30s now, and if I look back, I think I started late. I just feel, what if I had started in my 20s, in my early 20s, towards my early 30s? Do you know how far my life would have gone? Do you know how financially buoyant I could have become if I had started early? But it's not too late, because as long as I'm alive, I still have my 40s, I still have my 50s, and I still have my 60s if I'm still alive by the grace of God. So you as a young person, these are some of the things you need to start thinking. These are some of the things you need to start planning. If you look at some of our fathers who have retired, if you look at their lives, many of them gave a majority part of their life serving the Nigerian state, serving the Nigerian government. But today, if you look at them, you just shake your head, because you just know that these people have wasted a chunk of their lives. They have wasted a very precious part of their productive years serving the Nigerian state with no benefit attached. Because at the end of the day, let's use an example now. Let's use a teacher who has been teaching for the last 30 years, 35 years. By the time that person retires, I assure you the gratuity that person will receive, it won't be up to 5 million naira cash. You will receive cash. It won't be up to 5 million naira. And then imagine you have put in 35 years. At the end of 35 years, you only get about 5 million naira just in your hand. And then you get paid your pension every month. Let's say maybe some persons it is 60,000, some 70, maybe highest. Somebody receives 150,000 every month. Just imagine 35 years of your life. That is all the benefits you get. What if you had invested that productive years of your life into doing something more? You would have been more financially free. You would have had a better life. You would have made more impact. I'm not saying as a teacher you didn't make impact in the life of your student. No. What I'm saying is there's a degree to which finance can make you make more impact in the lives of people, in the lives of community, in your own life as a person. So that's why when it comes to financial intelligence, you cannot afford to be stupid. You cannot afford to be ignorant. You cannot afford to just discard it or dispel it because you feel, all these prosperity people. No, it is about your own freedom. I was listening to someone and he said, see, if you don't have money, there are so many things you cannot achieve in this life. Even your purpose, most of the times your purpose in life, money will help you achieve your purpose faster than trying to go the conventional way. Money will help. There are so many people with big dreams. There are so many people with big ideas. There are so many people with so much grace. But the thing keeping them down is because there is no financial vehicle that will help them get to where they need to go. They have so much. God has given them so much, but there is no financial backing that will help them expose to the world that the capacity which they have to be able to make so much exploit. So for those who are downgrading the place of finance, who are downgrading the place of money, you are only doing yourself a disservice. Especially as a young person like myself. If you're still a young person, you need to ensure you maximize your productive years. Why I'm saying this is because I've seen a pattern. I've seen people since from when I was young, and now I'm seeing them towards the end of their lives, and I'm seeing how they have lived their lives as good people, as nice people, as you can think. But this is the end of their lives, and we can see the end that, man, it is not yielding what it should yield. So if you're a young person watching me, you need to take your finances seriously. It is very important, or else when you get to the old or later phase of your life, you will learn the hard way. I'm not a financial expert. I'm only telling you out of experience, okay? I'm still a young person. I'm not an old man. But I don't want to end like some old people. So this is the best time. It doesn't matter. As long as you're still less than 40, there's still so much you can do with your life. So please, take your financial journey seriously. It is very important. Or else, according to very dark man, you will learn the hard way. Cheers.